Okay, David, so a 4-1 win against Widnes today. Do you feel like that's been coming a while, giving someone a really good hiding, I suppose?
Yeah, I don't think the game was that wide open at certain points. I thought we created a lot of chances, but I think they had a few as well, and Tom made a couple of good stops. What was pleasing today was the number of times we put balls into dangerous areas and put bodies in there, and I think we could have scored more than four. I think Keogh's goal offside looked really tight, and everybody tells me Umar's shot that he celebrated whilst everyone was playing on around him. That went a good couple of feet over the line, so it could have been more comfortable. I think we were at about 70% though, honestly. Well, we just talked about off camera. I thought in spells we played well, but I thought there were too many times we were a little bit wasteful in possession, and we didn't quite hit the heights of Witten. But what we did do is manage the game very well, and therefore looked pretty comfortable at 4-1. So overall pleased, but I think there's a bit more to come.
Going in at 3-1 up at half-time, that a nice change for you. Obviously, we did it at Witten, 2 goals up. It takes the pressure off, having been... We talked a lot through the season about being 2-0 down at half-time.
It does. You've got to guard against complacency. So I wasn't particularly in congratulatory mood at half-time. Wasn't sort of bigging them up about what we'd done. Very much focusing on where we needed to improve. I did think we turned the ball over too cheap. I thought the goal came from our throwing. We gave the ball away and then committed a foul. And little things like that make a difference. What we did do is show better mental strength than we've done previously. You know, we've gone 1-1 in games before and ended up coming out with nothing. Whereas I thought this time we stuck to our principles and we did play some good football. I just get frustrated sometimes. We get balls into good areas and the delivery's not there, the final pass isn't there, or we overplay, or we slow things down a bit too much. So I'll keep asking for more, and the players reacted to that. The players got it. The players got it was half a job done, and I thought we were comfortable second half. We controlled it well.
Going back to that response to the equaliser, it was very much against the run of play. I think it was the first shot on target.
Yeah.
Well taken, but how pleased are you with the way we got straight back on and came straight back at them?
You're very pleased because it's a bit of criticism a lot in the past that we were a bit mentally fragile with things like that, and the number of times even this season we've conceded the goal and then within 5 or 6 minutes conceded a second, but we went on the front foot again and we stuck to what we were doing well and being successful with. So that was pleasing to see. I think Nicky made a difference in that a little bit. I thought Keogh was good in that, and the experienced players I thought made that experience count in that phase of the game. So it was good. It was really good to see the reaction, and I think it's showing a bit more maturity in the squad that we've perhaps lacked. We just need them to grow up a little bit, and I think we're starting to see that.
We spoke a lot through this season as well, but Mason Fawns, do you think we're seeing the best version of Mason Fawns at the moment?
So I think Mason has finally accepted that he's more effective out on the wing. He doesn't like it. He likes to play as a 10. When he's on the wing, the quality of his delivery, the ability to find space, the ability he has to attack one-on-one, the way he links up with fullbacks and midfielders and forwards, means he's a real threat, much more so than when he's a 10 and he sometimes drops a bit deep. So I think that slight shift of formation, slight shift of positions has suited him. I think there's much more maturity about him and acceptance of actually you can get the better out of him. He gets more of the ball and he enjoys it more out there. So I think that the two things have worked well, and he was really good today again. You know, Witten and today, in and out of possession, couldn't really find many faults with him.
Quality of delivery for the fourth goal, very, very good as well.
Yeah, and it wasn't the only ball he put in that was high quality. There were a couple of other scrambles. I think it was his ball in that caused the scene when Umar had one cleared from behind the line. So he did it repeatedly. And first half, I thought he was a little bit wasteful. I thought he could have got some great positions. I thought his final ball, he scuffed a couple. I thought he could have been a bit more selfish, which is not something I've said about Mason very often. But a couple of times I thought he could have been a bit more selfish and taken a shot on.
So we named 4 substitutes today, a bit light on numbers. Have you got any update around that?
So we've had 2 7 days and I've been kind of speaking to players this week, not been able to secure any of those just yet, but the conversation's ongoing. We've got another one that expires Monday, so we'll be speaking to him next week. We've got a lad coming on trial next week who's played this level and the level above recently, and then potentially a couple of kind of slightly wild card options. So there'll definitely be some more bodies coming in. I think we need them. I'm just quite keen it's the right people. So the right people in terms of personality and how they fit into the dressing room, as well as the right personnel on the pitch and people who are comfortable playing the way we want to play. I'm really reluctant just to get bodies in. It just doesn't work. And equally, I don't want 22, 23 people around. I want competition, but I want players to be playing. There's no benefit to having players around who aren't. We have still got 2 lads out on dual reg. So Sam Keenan has gone to Winsford. He made his first appearance off the bench midweek, and he was in contention today. So I'll have to check on how he's done. And Jackson Maguire. I don't really want to recall on the young players who need to go out and play. So there's a little bit around. Yes, he doesn't look great when you have 4 on the bench, but I was comfortable with what we had on the bench, and I'm happier that players are developing in the right way than just bringing them back to kind of fill numbers.
And on that front, we lost Joe Rothwell the other week, but Will Shepherd put in a really solid performance again today.
Will's been excellent. I thought he was excellent in pre-season in that position. It's probably not his preferred position, but he understands why he's been asked to play there, and he's very good at it. So he's he was excellent pre-season. He's been excellent in the games he's played. And it's probably a big factor in Joe deciding to move on. He saw Will come in that game. We'd been kind of flipping and flopping between Jack Grundy and Joe Rothwell for somebody to secure the right back slot, and Will's come back in, and he sort of stakes a very strong claim to make that his own. He gets forward well. He's very comfortable on the ball. You can see he's a central midfielder who's gone back there. He's made 1 run in the second half. Was slightly unlucky, just overran it slightly. But he's comfortable to come and join in, and that makes a difference. And his ball in for Kane's goal was superb, and perhaps something we've lacked a little bit at times this season.
And it's a bit of a change of pace. We said it the other week. Saturday at the moment. Thoughts on next weekend's game?
Kidsgrove started the season well. Kidsgrove's a tough place to go, and they've got some quality players. So it's tough. I've set a pretty demanding target for the players this month. I've kind of broke the tradition, and rather than looking at 3, I've looked at the month as a whole. I've got an idea of what I want, and we've obviously started well. It'll be tough. I think we'll need to be slightly better than we were in spells today. I think Kidsgrove will punish us if we as lax in possession. We've seen that with Kidsgrove in the past. I'm hoping to have a couple of bodies back, a couple of bodies in, so we'll have competition for places. I'm pretty confident going to most games though. So I think if we turn up, if we work hard, in and out of possession, I back us to kind of beat anybody. So I'm going there looking for 3 points, but I know we'll have to be at it because Kidsgrove are a good side.
Thanks and well done for today, David.
Cheers, Nathan.